Hello, welcome back onto the platform, the show where we do stories with no thought whatsoever. My name is Ryan.
I'm here.
This is Kevin, and he's so happy to meet you. Isn't that right, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm a new boy.
He's a new boy. He came out of the pod this morning, and he's real shiny still. How do you feel?
I feel cheese right now.
This is normal. He's learning how to sort of emote properly.
I want to kill you.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm still working out a few bugs in the system. Here, Kevin, what do you think about this? I'm handing him a bowling ball. What do you think this is, Kevin?
God.
I'm writing all this down in a notebook. Interesting.
I'm gonna start licking it.
No, okay, I'm gonna take that back from you. And what do you think about this? And I give you a knife.
I think that it's a tool.
Excellent. Okay, this is good. This is an improvement from last time, and I take it back from you. And last but not least, Kevin, what do you think this is? And I hand you a mouse, a living mouse.
Mother?
Okay. Well, there's still work to be done.
Mother!
I'll take that back. Thank you very much. Okay, Kevin. Well, this has been good. I think we've all learned a lot, and I think it's time for you to go to sleep. So I hit a little switch.
No, it's not time for me to go to sleep. It's time for me to be awake.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, well, I was going to hit a switch on your neck and turn you off again, but,
do it, sure.
Okay.
But I'm awake. I'm wide fucking awake.
Kevin's wide fucking awake. How are you doing today, Kevin?
I'm awake. I'm wide fucking awake.
Kevin is awake, and I'm good, and we're here. Life is busy, but sometimes you gotta sit in the basement.
And record a little podcast with your friend.
Yeah, sometimes you're obligated to.
I'm not obligated.
Despite it all.
I want to be here.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know.
I love it.
Shall we get started?
Yes.
I think the folks listening at home want a story. I hear them screaming out the window.
Yeah.
Tell a story.
Tell a story. Let's tell a
do
story. What do we got today?
The suggestion for today's episode is a workplace.
Oh, okay.
And the workplace is a truck stop. A truck stop where you could like refuel and get food and maybe use the bathroom if you need. That kind of thing. A truck
I love
stop.
truck stops.
Yeah, me too. And if you want to suggest an inspiration for an episode...
Go to hell!
Yeah, go to hell. And once you're there, send us an email at platform.pod.show@gmail.com or message us on social media.
But first, go to hell!
But you gotta go to hell first. It's like a weird thing with the network. Yeah. Okay, so the suggestion is truck stop, and the title for today's episode is going to be...
Pavement.
Stretches...
Into...
Oblivion. Oh dear.
It's gonna be one of these.
It's gonna be one of these ones. Okay. Pavement stretches into oblivion. I don't think we need any more preamble than that. What do you say we get started?
Can we have some post-amble?
If you want, sure.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of enough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. There's a road. And it's yes. I know it's hard to believe, but there's a road. And it's like the kind of pavement where it's like a little gray. It's not like jet black tarmac. There's like gray speckling to it. And it's nice and flat. And we're on the plains. We're on the plains, and it's flat as far as the eye can see. There's no mountains in the distance, which is weird because we're from the West Coast. So when I can't see mountains in the distance, I get itchy. And there's no mountains, and it just kind of goes forever. The sky is huge. There's crops on either side of the road. We're in farm country, and the road is perfectly straight, and it goes on, seemingly just into the horizon, forever? ? And there's on one side of the road there's a canola, and on the other side there's okra. Isn't that fun? And the road is just quiet right now. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing through the okra, and then the silence is shattered by a truck. It drives through, and we sort of start following the truck And we sort of pan into the cab of the truck, and we see the person sitting in it, and it appears to be a middle-aged woman.
She's got, like, blonde hair.
Yeah.
And she's wearing overalls.
Yeah. And she's got a tattoo on her collarbone that says...
Kill.
Kill. Oh my. And she's listening to the radio. She's listening to some trucker radio.
This is 98.7.1. This is Real Trucker Radio, where we only play Weird Al.
As you should.
She
says.
And she lights a cigarette.
As she listens to the polka.
As she listens
through the radio.
Yeah, through the static of the radio. She lights a cigarette with that little cigarette lighter that all cars have in them because we as a species refuse to evolve. And she I don't know. She lights a cigarette.
Okay.
And she rolls down the window a little bit and she takes a puff and she says,
"It's probably gonna kill me."
She glances down at the kill tattoo on her collarbone, and she...
How does she glance down at
She breaks her spine and detaches her neck like a heron, and she folds her head in and looks at it, and she sort of gives it a knowing smile, and she thinks about lung cancer.
And she looks back up at the road.
It seems to go on forever. She's whizzing past okra and canola. Canola and okra, as far as the eye can see. Canola's on the left, okra's on the right. The sky's a wonderful blue. There's a few clouds.
Mm-hmm.
She switches to the weather channel.
This is 98.1.2, Real Weather Hours, where we only tell you the weather.
The weather and nothing else. Today's weather is supposed to be sunny with some light clouds. It's going to be pretty much sunny the whole day, not a lot of change. There's a light breeze and some clouds, and nothing really else is going to be there. And now for sports.
Back to you, right? Or Reese.
She changes back to the polka channel, aka the trucker radio channel.
Yeah.
She goes, well, that's good. Good stuff. Is gonna make for some good driving, I guess. Nice clean road. No wet patches. That's good.
She looks back up at the road.
It goes on forever.
It does.
It's perfectly straight.
It's perfectly straight.
There are no other cars in sight.
She says.
Sure hope nothing interesting or compelling happens.
Me as well.
Me as well. Who's that? Was she talking to herself?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a brief pause. She takes another drag on her cigarette. She looks up and she does the thing where she opens the little sun shield, and there's a picture taped on the inside of it. What's the picture of?
The road.
It's a picture of the exact road she's on.
We're almost there, she says.
She reaches up and gently strokes the picture. She puts the thing away and looks back at the road. It goes on forever. It's perfectly straight.
I wonder when I'll get there, she says. To herself.
She passes a sign. The sign says 500 kilometers. That's all it says.
I'm making good time, she says to the sign.
It is one of those episodes, isn't it? She looks at her watch. 8 a.m.
Wow.
Perfectly on schedule.
It's good.
She glances through her rear view mirror. She can't see behind the truck through a little window into the cargo hold. She looks at all the okra that she's transporting.
And the canola?
Yeah, the container is perfectly divided down the middle. The okra is on the left and the canola is on the right. It's perfectly harvested and picturesque in its form as it sits idly, moving, jostling slightly in the bed of the truck.
That's good, she says.
I'm making good time. She looks at her watch. 8:01, right on schedule. She passes a sign. 499 kilometers.
Seems a little redundant. She says.
She sees another sign just a little ways down the road. She squints at it. She thinks it says 498 kilometers.
Well, as she gets closer, she realizes, no, it
says truck stop.
Truck stop.
2 meters. It's right there. She screeches to a halt. The canola sort of bumps up against the front of the container, and she pulls into the truck stop. Comes to a rolling stop, and she stops in the parking lot of this truck stop. There appears to be like a little gas station part of it, and then a little main sort of building. There's no other trucks.
There's no other cars.
There's no other anybody, or so it would seem.
Everything is empty as a clam.
Empty as a clam. Canola on the left.
She opens the door.
She opens the door and steps out.
She steps onto the floor.
Cigarette butts fall out of the door where they've been accumulating around her feet.
We gotta get like a coffee cup or something.
Yeah.
She says.
For all these cigarette butts.
Yeah.
She walks around and sort of surveys the area. It's gray. Most of it is gray. It's mostly gray.
Except for the canola and the okra.
Those are wonderful green and yellow.
Is that what they are?
Probably. She walks into the main area of the truck stop. She takes a look around. There's a pleasant hum of an air conditioner. She peruses the Nicorette gum.
Maybe I should try quitting again, she says to herself.
She picks up one of those Nicorette spray mists.
Yeah, but if I quit, then what would I do?
What would I do with myself?
Yeah, what would I do with
Drive
myself?
my truck?
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid. She puts it down.
Yeah.
She picks up 15 packets of cigarettes.
This is fine.
They're all covered in horrible depictions of lung cancer and gum disease. She says, She smiles. She brings them to the counter. Nobody's at the counter, so she rings the bell for service.
I'll be out in a moment,
says a voice from the back. A moment passes. A man emerges.
This man is more crust than skin.
Jesus Christ.
He steps out, long, like thin, brownish hair, a vest, and a green shirt and a pair of jeans.
The vest is covered in like pins and patches, and the pins say like vote and like splork. She points and she's like, what's splork mean?
Splork is a gentleman's company.
Do you have an accent before?
Splork is a gentleman's club that I frequent.
Interesting. That's why I was wondering why there was an outline of a nude woman behind the word splork, but that makes sense.
My girlfriend works at Splork.
Okay, that's fun.
But she doesn't know she's my girlfriend yet.
Oh, that seems problematic. 15 packets of cigarettes, please.
Is that everything?
Yeah, unless you guys have anything like hot and fresh.
I got some hot and fresh food.
What do you have? As she's talking to him, she's sort of looking around. She sees a cockroach scuttle away in the corner, and she sees like a rat scuttle away in the other corner, and she sees like
an elephant
in the other corner, a small plastic elephant. And she's like, "Hey, what's before you talk about the food, what's with the elephant?"
Oh, that's just, a
setup to a joke.
What?
Like if a customer came in here and you were like, we need to address the elephant in the room, they'd be like, what? And then you'd point to that and it would be funny. That kind of thing.
Oh, no, that would be funny.
Yeah, well, you can steal that. Feel free. What is it, though?
I believe that's an elephant.
I would like to buy my cigarettes and leave, please. Oh, can I have an empty coffee cup for my cigarette butts? So they don't coalesce around my brake pedal and cause a horrible collision?
I could give you a coffee cup filled with coffee.
Okay, but I don't want the coffee, I just want the cup.
That coffee belongs in the cup.
Well, now, you seem like an opinionated gentleman.
I got some opinions.
Do you have any tattoos? I have one, it says kill. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mentioned I have opinions.
Yeah, so what's your opinion on killing? Let's dig deep into this. I'm Sharon. Hi.
I'm Randall.
Hi, Randall. What's your opinion on killing? And then after that, can I have an empty coffee cup? And then after that, I would like my cigarettes. But first, the killing.
It's not bad.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Why not? Defend your thesis, Randall. I'm bored.
What? Yes.
I'm bored. I'm like 2 minutes ahead of schedule on my route. I'm delivering okra and canola, and I want to talk to someone.
See, death. It's very similar to life. In that.
Interesting.
It's a state of being.
I guess.
It's a state of matter.
If you say so.
And you matter just as much as you do if you're alive or dead.
Okay. So you don't fear death?
No.
Good. Would you kill if pressed?
I have killed.
Oh, who?
Who?
Yeah, who?
Mostly people who come into this truck stop.
Oh.
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 Now that might have been an inside thought.
That might have been coming outside now, Randall, huh? What do you say I get my cigarettes?
Are you sure you don't want a hot meal?
I don't want a hot meal, but if you could speedily and without incident provide me with an empty coffee cup.
I have to put the coffee in the cup.
I'd gladly pay for the coffee, but I don't want any, I just want the cup.
But it belongs in the cup.
Why does it belong in the cup, Randall?
Because it's a coffee cup. Things have a certain way of being, and... Alright, that's it.
What?
You've annoyed me.
Oh, man. Are you sure I can't just take my cigarettes and leave? This will be a lot easier for both of us, Randall. I don't want any trouble. I just want lung cancer.
Well, let me help with that.
Randall, give me lung cancer?
Randall, like, reaches down and pulls out a 12-gauge shotgun.
Oh!
Points it at her. She ducks behind a counter. Boom!
Now we can be civilized about this, Randall.
You said you don't want the coffee in the cup, then why is it called a coffee cup?
She pulls out a gun as well. She stands up and points it at him. He ducks behind the counter. She blasts a hole through the back wall.
He runs, like, around the corner and, like, leaps into an aisleway. Sharon!
We were trying to be civilized, Randall.
You were the one being uncivilized.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pay for my cigarettes.
You can't steal!
I'm gonna!
No!
She blasts some beef jerky off the wall.
He, like, explodes a, like, pack of Twinkies.
You really got an itchy trigger finger for somebody whose livelihood is directly correlated to the contents of this store, Randall.
We hear him unload and then reload the 12-gauge shotgun, and then he says, yeah, I would prefer if you didn't comment on my business practices.
I'm gonna shoot the Slurpee machine, Randall.
No!
Bang, bang, bang. She shoots the Slurpee machine.
I just got a new one.
I don't give a shit. Whoa.
He wings her with the shotgun
pellets. My fucking arm. Oh my god.
There you go. He says, now then, this is gonna be ah! Randall is shot, like, in the shoulder.
Yeah!
He, like, Randall slams his body, like, against one of the aisles that she's hiding behind, sending it careening downwards.
A Twix hits her in the eye. Ow, my eye!
She like rolls out of the way of the aisle. The rest of the aisles just start like slamming down. He says,
in a domino effect, she's outrunning them, crawling underneath the tables.
Where are you? I'm gonna start shooting until I hit you. Bang! Bang!
He explodes the water cooler. He explodes the ice machine.
Look what you made me do. Those were expensive.
I'm not making you do any of this shit, Randall. You're all on your own here.
Just do things like they're supposed to be done.
She turns around, and as she's crawling backwards, outrunning the falling aisle, she starts shooting through the bags of chips. Bullets are whizzing past Randall's head.
Yeah, you fucking missed. Oh, that hit.
His ear falls off.
Oh, my fucking ear.
Listen, Randall, we don't have to keep doing this. Your livelihood is already shot to pieces like a fine cheese produced in the Swiss Alps, okay?
Who are you? What?
I'm Sharon, and I'm the best goddamn trucker on this stretch. I'm never late, and I don't plan to be today, okay? I got exactly 45 seconds to get my 15 packets of cigarettes and get back in my truck before I fall behind schedule.
He appears right next to her, pointing the gun.
Oh, she points the gun at him.
He's point blank.
They're inches away from each other, pressing the barrels of each other's firearms into each other's cheeks. 30 seconds, Randall. The choice is yours. We can both walk away. You could just give me an empty coffee cup. I'll pay for it. I don't want the coffee.
Why don't you want the coffee?
Because I don't believe in caffeine. I'm sensitive to it. It makes me jittery.
I can't abide, he says.
All right, then. I guess there's no choice.
Click, click, click.
They're out of bullets. They've run out of bullets. I was prepared to die.
I'm still prepared to die.
Yeah. Oh, well. Do you have any more bullets?
No.
Okay. Then I'll just take the cigarettes. No coffee cup, please.
Okay.
They both stand up.
He goes back to the counter.
They're both bleeding.
He rings up
15 packets of cigarettes. It's like $300. Cool. That'll be on card, please.
You want my egg?
No thanks. I'll just kind of awkwardly carry them.
Okay.
She taps it. Beep. Thanks very much. Sorry about the store.
Goodbye.
Bye. She, cling, walks out. She's still bleeding from the arm, but it's sort of just a graze, so she figures it'll be okay. She, sort of is doing the 2-arm carry of this pile of cigarette boxes. She kind of drops one on the way, and she's like, shit, well, can't bend down and pick it up. She, like...
As she walks in, like a minivan. Pulls up. We can see, like 6 kids and, like, 2 parents. And they're like, okay, we're gonna get ourselves just a little something here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Slurpee, slurpee, slurpee. And Sharon just kind of watches them pull in. She watches them sort of in the close distance, like get out of the car, and they're all like chattering, and then they go into the store.
Before they go into the store,
they're like opening the door to go in.
Randall busts out with his like shotgun, and he's like, "I found my ammo!"
Oh
bitch!
Shit! Run, kids, run!
Oh God! Everybody just starts this pandemonium. Everyone's just running away like.
Sharon drops her 15 packets of cigarettes, 14 now, and she dives behind the truck. She climbs into the passenger
As
seat.
she climbs into the passenger, she reaches under the truck and grabs her spare ammo that she keeps under the truck.
She reloads her Colt 45 and she says, "This is the day one of us dies, Randall. I knew it. It's written in the stars."
One of the kids screams, "What's happening?"
"Get behind me, Timmy! Get behind me!" They light up the gas station parking lot. They're unloading firearms right next to gasoline, which is a horrible, horrible plan.
She starts up her truck and begins to move. Randall screams, "Not today!"
She burns rubber out of the parking lot.
Randall
the okra
grabs
flying
onto
around.
the side ladder of the truck.
Oh shit, he's doing a Cape Fear! It's a Cape Fear!
How do you know what that movie is, Susie?
I watched it in high school, okay? Sharon pulls out of the parking lot, leaving the family in the minivan behind. She hits 80 kilometers an hour on the highway.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Crawling one hand at a time across the slats on the back of the truck. She's like veering between both lanes, trying to shake him, and he's like banging against the side of the truck, but he won't let go.
We cut. Meanwhile, there's a guy. He's got like Showbill like branded like little like what are those called? Little knickknacks on the like on the dashboard.
Sure.
And he's just humming. He's just like. He sees this semi truck.
Holy shit!
It just passes by him. He sees like a dude
hanging off the edge. Cut back. He's like, the wind is whipping through his hair.
He gets to the door.
He's like trying to open the door. Sharon's like kicking it so it like slams open and tries to throw him off. And he's like, and Sharon's like,
you can't get rid of me. I'm a metaphor.
He's a metaphor. he flings open the door and comes in and like punches her in the arm where she got shot.
Oh my fucking god!
Just like Raiders of the Lost Ark. And she like grabs his head and like slams him into the steering wheel over and over again.
Me! I'm a narrative device. You hear him scream.
What? A narrative device? My ass! And she flings him over into the passenger seat, and they start like slapping each other.
Like every once in a while, a firearm explodes,
discharges, and like shatters the windscreen. They get blasted with the full jet stream of the 80-kilometer highway speeds. She's like losing control of the vehicle, so they're going up to like 120 now. They're veering all over the road. Fortunately, there's nobody else, and the road is also perfectly straight.
Yeah. She looks in the middle of the scuffle. Sharon looks over at the timer, and it says 8:07. She's late.
She holds down the gas pedal, and they scream forward. They're going impossibly fast now. The speedometer is beginning to max out. They're going so fast that it feels like they're traveling through fucking time. And Randall and Sharon have stopped fighting, and they're pressed against the back of the seat with the acceleration.
But they're still like moving to try and kill each other.
They're trying to kill each other. He's reaching for his shotgun, she's reaching for a revolver, and then they both grab them at the same time and whip around and blast. And Randall is blasted out of the passenger seat. He goes,
he like grabs onto the side door.
He's like, his arm has been like completely shot up now, and Sharon got she got blasted in the leg, she's trying to hold on.
He just looks over, he says, Sharon!
Randall!
Vote!
And he lets go. She sees him in the side view mirror, and he like tumbles and like
red smears across the asphalt.
Yeah, and then he disappears almost immediately in the distance. The truck slows down back to normal highway speed eventually, 80 kilometers an hour.
She pulls over to one side. She gets out of the truck.
She's bleeding very badly now from her leg and also her arm.
Opens the back of the truck. Grabs her first aid kit and begins treating herself.
She bandages herself up.
She also grabs the spare windshield.
She puts it in. It takes her like half an hour. She gets back into the truck. She looks at the clock. 8:45. She's very late. She puts in the radio call as she starts up her truck again. Hey, dispatch. This is 10390 here. I'm gonna be late with the okra today. had a little thing happen.
That's okay.
Over and out. She hangs up the radio and stares back straight ahead at the road. Goes on forever. She looks up at the picture of the road. She closes it again and she says, almost there.
Yay!
What an adventure.
What an adventure.
The tone really changed halfway through when guns got involved.
Yeah.
Well, what was the moral of that story?
I think the moral of that story is that...
Vote?
You should vote.
You really should vote, especially if you live in BC. Jesus Christ. There's an election in October, so register to vote if you haven't already.
Yeah. You should also vote if you live in America.
Yeah, vote if you live in America. Just vote wherever you are.
Yeah.
Also, guns are not good.
But they're pretty cool.
Fuck, you're right. I forgot. They're so fucking cool.
Yeah. Don't let things stop you from making good time.
Yeah.
Kill anyone who stops you.
If you have a schedule, you got to stick to it.
Yeah.
Kill anyone who gets in your way.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, leave us a review on
Yelp.
Apple Podcasts or whatever if you would
Yelp
like.
still around?
Yeah, but it's not for podcasts.
Am I old?
Are you old?
Am I old now?
Everything's relative.
Are we related?
Everything's relative. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Stay safe. Stay lovely.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fading.
Kevin's fading. Bring it.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time, everybody. See you on the endless road that winds forever.
Remember to vote.
Remember the vote, please.
This was.
This whole thing was a vote campaign.
We should have done one of our meta things where and then a business executive is or a public servant's like,
what do you think?
Sharon!
And the caucus room is silent, and then they're like, pray that.